All right, good evening, everybody. It's midnight. We're baling some hay. This is my scale system. Ooh, just went up to 99 pounds. That's probably not a very accurate reading. Right when the bale falls off, it can spike up. This is the Terra system. There's a scale, 96, that's better. There's a scale on the back of the baler. When the bale falls off, it lands on the scale, and how those lights are blinking, it's giving me so my plate count's good. It's giving me those blinking lights means it's set to average. It's giving me the averages of the bale that is currently sitting on the scale, not an average of all the bales. So the bale that's on there right now, as the baler is rocking around with the plunger moving back and forth, it moves a lot. So when you have it set to just a single, not an average, but just a weight, the weight changes a lot and it can be deceptive in the cab. So we set it to average and it gives us a more accurate reading of that bale. It's getting a little lighter than I like. I like it to be up 2 pounds. Well, that happens probably because the bale just fell off. I'm not going to pay attention to that number. Plate count is still good. You can't see from here. 97. That's I'd rather be 97. You can't see from here, but I can see back. There's a light back there. All the strings are still there. So things I'm watching while I'm baling, I've got to keep a straight line and not drive on the hay. I'm watching my weights. I'm watching my flake count. 16 is good. I'm watching the hay go into the feeder, and I'm watching strings on the bales, because when something happens and the knotters aren't tying, or you run out of string or something, one of the strings pops off or isn't tied or is broke or isn't there, and we cannot have that. So you got to be able to see the strings back there. But yeah, so this is just everything going on inside the baler while we're making hay. That's a low number, but that could have been right when it fell off the bale, off to the scale. It does little funny things right when it goes off the scale, but the fact that it just bumped up to 90, that might mean it's a little bit light. Let's see what it does here. So a bale just fell on 96, so that's good. Anytime those numbers are a little bit different than the others, it's usually for a reason, like it's just falling off the scale. So I just dropped to 80, and I bet it just fell off the scale, and that's what it's reading a funny number. All right, bear with me while I turn around. I'm kind of doing this non-traditionally. Along the borders are very rough, and so I'm driving with my tractor not next to the border, which means I have to turn quite a bit sharper to go back to get to the middle of the border. I'm actually going to cross over this, put my head up, cross over this one right here. And a lot of people, so I get a lot of questions about the scale system, but also running a baler that has a motor on it. We really like them. A lot of guys like the PTO systems. We have a PTO baler as well. What I like about this baler is I can maneuver the pickup head. There's a hydraulic ram back there, so you can maneuver the head around to get around bales that are sitting out. Like this bale that I'm going around right now. You can't see it, but I can see it. Mainly, you're not straddling. You're not straddling the windrow, and that means you're not driving on it. The PTO baler, when we're on real big windrows and he has to straddle it, he is driving on the edges of that windrow, and his tires are squishing it. So it's nice to not be driving on the windrow. All right, I can't see. We tint all our windows in our tractors because it's so hot here. It's not always good, as I'm finding out right now. But all right, where's the next row? So yeah, we do like the motorized systems better. Unfortunately, with California's regulations, the motorized balers won't be around much longer. Well, they're not around really. They quit making them already, but we're gonna run these bad boys as long as we can. I think I'm the only guy running on the inside of the borders. It's a little confusing, but oh well. I don't like rough borders, so I don't want to drive next to them. I put the tractor on the inside of the border so I don't have to deal with gopher holes. Oh well. Anyways, we'll figure it out eventually. So yeah, my pickup head can pick up bigger windrows than the PTO baler can. My tires stay off the hay. That's my tire right there, and it's not driving on the hay. This one obviously is not on the hay either. So yeah, I like to pick up the motorized baler better. Those are the two main reasons. Plus, all my guys know how to operate these. I really don't want to have to teach them how to run anything else. 92, that's a little light. I'd like to be up around closer to 95. Oh, but my flake count is way off. I need to slow down a little bit. This windrow is a little bit bigger. 94, good. Can't see the strings. I need to see the strings. Hope they're good. Sometimes the dusk from the alfalfa messes that up. Anyways, little video of nighttime baling. Hope you guys enjoyed it.